What's going on, guys? It is your little magic guy so far, Laxter Pizza Games. Today I'm going to bring you guys another game mode within Magic the Gathering and how to play it, and that will be Commander. Commanders are 100 card decks that have one copy of each card. So there's like one of each card in there. I'm going to get this all laid out for you, and I'll teach you guys how to play. So in your Commander deck, you're going to need, obviously, a commander, which will be this guy. You can either create your own commander deck or buy one off of wherever you get your cards from. This guy he's the commander of this pre-made commander deck that I've purchased more than a month ago. And this guy, he has vigilance. And what vigilance is let's say I'm going to attack someone, he doesn't tap. He doesn't tap. He stays like this, meaning he can block, he can do anything. And his abilities are paid abilities. But this ability right here, where it says X, then tap, the vigilance doesn't count for that. It only counts for your combat and blocking phase. X and tap, X is any amount of mana. And his ability is exile an artifact card with the mana cost value X, where X is how much you paid for it, from your graveyard. Then you create 2 tokens that are copies of the exiled card, and you can only activate it as a sorcery. What a sorcery is a spell that you can cast only during your turn. An instant, you can play it at any time because it's instant. He currently costs 2 mountain and a plains. I'll describe the other types of mana within time, but right now we're worrying about commander. So the commander, unlike normal game, you would have your deck, which is 100 cards, and he, or she, whatever you want to call it, stays out of it. And then you draw your 7 cards, you put down your mana, you start your turn, and then when you have enough to play it, so let's say I'll tap my 4 mana, he's out in the battlefield. If he is to die, so let's say he has a spell that says destroy target creature would die. And your creature, instead of going into your graveyard like every other creature, he goes into your command zone. And once that happens, it costs 2 more to pay. So instead of it being 2 a mountain and a plains, it would be 4 mountain and a plains. And in the commander deck, once again, there is 1 copy of each card except for mana. So there's only this artifact creature, 1 of these creatures, and there are, yes, planeswalkers in the deck, but you can't use them, you can't have them in your command zone unless it says this card can be your commander. An example of these planeswalkers would be Durati right here. As you can see, it says Durati Scrap Servant can be your commander. But since this deck is a white and red deck, only this guy can be your commander because his mana cost requires both mountain and a plains. And if it is a multicolored deck, you have to have a card that has that specific mana cost that is a creature or a legendary creature. No, it has to be a legendary creature in order to be the commander. And for a planeswalker, it has to say this little text right here saying that this can be your commander. Otherwise, yeah, it's basically a normal game of Magic, but with a little bit of twists. Everything else works the same, except you can only have one creature or spell in the same deck. This right here is a complete legal deck, meaning you're able to use it. And I also have another deck, which is part of the D&D deck, which is actually pretty decent. Otherwise, that's basically it for this video. Like if you liked it, and I'm not going to ask for subscribers because I'm not one of those guys, but that's how Commander works. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great day. Later.